While I was working 3 jobs to support my family, I discovered that my husband had been deceiving me for 10 years. He was actually the heir to a wealthy family. In front of me, he pretended to be poor and pitiful, but behind my back, he mocked my sacrifices with his upper-class friends and even made our children call his first love mom. So I chose to divorce him. But why can't he accept my rejection and continues to pursue me relentlessly? Mom, when are you coming home? My son whined over the phone. Dad and I are starving. If you don't come back soon, we're eating out. I was on my last delivery of the night, already thinking about dinner, when I stopped outside a luxury suite. One glance inside froze me. There was my son Noah, dressed up like a little businessman, chatting on the phone, and right next to him sat my husband Brian, healthy, smiling, no pills, no weakness, the same man I thought was too frail to lift a bag of rice. My grip on the cake box tightened as I stepped into the room before the delivery timer ran out. The suite buzzed with Brian's wealthy friends. Then I heard it, still playing poor. Brent? Enough already. Loretta's been waiting years. Divorce that broke wife of yours. Brent, his name wasn't even real. Someone leaned toward Noah. How about Loretta as your new mom, buddy? Yes. Noah said without hesitation. She's pretty, she buys me ice cream, all my friends think she's the best. He threw himself into Loretta Mason's arms. Loretta smiled coyly at Brian. But what about your real mom? Dad can just pay her. She only wants money anyway. Laughter exploded. A toast followed, to Loretta and Brent's happiness. My chest squeezed as glasses clinked. Brian sat there, perfectly sculpted, the same man I'd taken in 10 years ago when he claimed to be an orphan with nothing. I'd worked 3 jobs to keep us afloat, thinking we were building a home. Turns out, I was the punchline. I smoothed my uniform and forced a smile. Ms. Mason, here's your cake order. Set it down, she said, barely glancing at me. While I unwrapped the lavish cake, I prayed neither Brian nor Noah would notice me, but Loretta's gaze lingered. Brent. Someone shouted, what did you get Loretta for her birthday? If she doesn't like it, you owe her a kiss in front of everyone. Even Noah chimed in, giggling, Dad's kissing Loretta? I want kisses too. The room roared with laughter. My stomach turned. I tried to leave quietly, but I crashed into a guest at the door. My hat fell off, and before I could recover, he dumped his drink over my head. Watch it, he barked. Then, with a sneer, get down and wipe my shoes. The guest chuckled. That's Felix Hollander. Better do as he says, delivery girl. I trembled but tried to stay polite. I'll pay for new shoes. He smirked. Those cost more than your life savings. But hey, drink with us tonight, and maybe I'll let it slide. Before I could respond, Felix yanked my hair back. Wait a sec. Oh man, it's Brent's wife. The room erupted. Noah's little voice cut through. Are you trying to hurt Loretta? He planted himself between me and her like a guard dog. Loretta gave me a pitying smile that felt more like victory. So you're Brent's wife. I'm Loretta. Brian's cool expression flickered when he saw me, but I managed a steady voice. Sorry to interrupt your party. Let's keep it simple. Brian, I want a divorce. You can have full custody. I won't take a penny. Brian's hand shot out, gripping my arm. Divorce? Don't be ridiculous. Know your place, Regina. Brent, I corrected, or Brian, whatever your real name is. File it yourself if it bothers you. I'm done. The crowd jeered. Some tossed cash at my feet, bills fluttering over my hair and uniform. I knelt to collect them, not because I wanted to, but because rent was due. Brian's face twisted. Pathetic. He spat. Fine, 30 grand a glass. Drink until you drop. Call it your divorce payout. The room hooped like it was a frat dare. Loretta watched with a smug smile. I grabbed a glass and downed it. The liquor burned like fire and ice at the same time. My stomach cramped, but I kept going. Dignity was expensive, and I was broke. Some guests muttered I should stop. Brian silenced them with one icy glance. At last, he smacked the glass out of my hand. It shattered, making Noah cry. Loretta, take him out, Brian ordered. When we were alone, he loomed over me. Who was the guy you were with 2 days ago? He threw photos at me. I stared, stomach twisting harder. He'd had me followed for years, clinging to staged pictures instead of asking for the truth. What's the point anymore? I muttered, file the papers, be done with me. I stumbled out and nearly collided with Loretta. Her sweet smile didn't reach her eyes. Thanks for clearing the way. Don't worry, I'll take care of your son. Her whisper turned sharp. If you know what's good for you. Noah glared at me like I was the villain. I turned away, not my business. I barely made it to a bathroom before throwing up. Minutes later, my phone buzzed. A furious customer screamed about a late order. I swallowed the pain, both from the cut glass in my palm and from my life unraveling, and said, I'm on my way. That night, I brought groceries and medicine to my father. He didn't ask how I was. Just if I'd gotten the money. You owe me this, he said. I turned to the sink, letting the water sting my cut hand. The next day, I got called into the director's office. Terrence was there, looking worried. Regina, what is this? Matthew Simmons barked. Fraud complaints, personal scandals, you're putting the program at risk. There's no fraud, I said. Terrence supervised everything, and my personal life. I laughed bitterly. Mr. Simmons, I'm working 3 jobs. You think I have time to run some wild scandal? He sighed. Write up an explanation. We'll bury it, and quit those side jobs. If you need money, I'll help. I already quit them, I said. Later, I packed my tiny apartment. Brian and Noah wouldn't come back here anyway. I burned our old photos one by one until nothing but ashes remained. Just as the last picture curled into flame, the door burst open. Brian stormed in, Noah at his side. What do you think you're doing? He demanded.